Good morning, afternoon, or evening to all my wonderful viewers. It is I, TheStarTamer, here with another Loomian Legacy lore video. My last lore video released around 3 months ago. I'd like to make a quick and formal apology for not releasing another one since then. However, I can personally guarantee that the wait wasn't futile. My dear friends, in going through LOTUSUN Beach and the massive lore dump that is Athlanthian City, my spark to discover as much as possible about this game has reignited into a burning fire. And I've begun to replay this game and pay a lot more attention to the storyline and the lore. And let's just say, I've discovered a lot. So if you'd like to be notified when these massive lore dumps of videos will start releasing, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Without further ado, let's get into the secrets of LOTUSUN Beach. Alright, starting off our exploration of LOTUSUN City, we're gonna go straight forward from the route gate to this little air vent over here. Gonna skip these guys because, honestly, there's nothing that important to them. But if you look at this air vent and you go directly upwards to where it leads, you're going to see a route gate. And this kind of raises some questions here. So, in the original Pokemon Brick Bronze, after Athlanthian City, which is the Pokemon Brick Bronze variant of Athlanthian City, came Aredia City, and with Aredia City was a desert route. Alright, in order to get to Aredia City from Athlanthian City, you had to go through this desert. So, likely after the Athlanthian City Part 2 update is released, our next city is going to be Aredia City, or a derivative of the name, but likely it's going to be a desert. But here comes the question.
You know, we're literally calling everything right now.
Victory, that's right. And just like various other battle theaters, we have a special Loomian Watch upgrade. Yeah, what is it?
Wait, why can't I use that? I'll tell you.
I'm definitely trading for a Gamma Klinoe when it comes.
Exactly, bro. Same, dude. I don't care.
I can go underwater.
That'd be crazy.
In Athlanthian City Battle Theater, we received the Loomian Watch application Bubble Helmets, and if you remember, Bubble Helmets wasn't. We don't know how to use it yet, alright? According to the sisters, it allows the user to go underwater and to hunt for Loomians. But however, at the moment, the Bubble Helmet isn't functional, as when near water, the only prompt given is to fish. Maybe somehow the Bubble Helmet will be applicable to these air vents, though I highly doubt it. I'm fairly positive the Bubble Helmet will be used in the Athlanthian City Part 2 to do some underwater battles with, Dr. Vanna and his crew. Likely during Part 2 we'll receive some new air vent application for our Loomian Watch that allow us to like float up here. Maybe Air Loomians will be able to get like some sort of float ability, similar to how Surf worked in the original game. But as of the moment, we have no way to access this route gate, and we don't know if we're going to be able to access this route gate. Making our way from the air vent, we're going to go straight forward to this cave right underneath the lighthouse, and we're going to find a very familiar looking dog statue. Now, if you can remember, the last time we saw a dog statue was in Igneous Hollow during the Highway Village storyline. Sadly, the dog statue is not mentioned in any cutscene or the story itself during Highway Village. However, we were right next to it when we were fighting through the corrupt monks in Igneous Hollow itself. One thing to note is that you can interact with both the statue in Igneous and the statue on the beach. Sadly, the only dialogue we gain from this is simply, "What a strange statue. You can feel it peering into your soul." There isn't much information to glean from these two lines of dialogue, so in preparation for this video, I began to start digging for the Loomian Legacy dialogue, storyline, and all the individual NPCs in Highway Village and in LOTUSUN Beach. And I even replayed the game for any more information regarding these statues, and what I found was very, very intriguing. However, what I found deserves a video by itself, but for a quick sneak peek of what I have in store for you, there is a high chance that these dogs are actually a legendary trio that we will have to fight near the end of the game. Leaving the dog statue and going forward, you'll be able to find this lifeguard here, who at first glance doesn't have any dialogue whatsoever. However, if you go to the right side of his lifeguard tower, hold D, you'll be able to reach a slightly higher level of elevation than the ground itself, and if you hover your mouse over him, you will get a speech bubble. However, if you click on him, you will not receive any dialogue. Now, leaving the lifeguard glitch, we go past the yellow guy. He doesn't have anything cool to say, and you talk to this person here and says, "Oh no, I forgot to pack the Diet Dripple Dew. The only thing here is sugary drinks. I'm going to lose my figure." Now, that alone isn't that big of a deal. However, in Athlanthian City, alright, there is actually another mention of Diet Dripple Dew, okay? In Athlanthian City Living District, there's a red-haired NPC next to the vending machines who actually mentions Diet Dripple Dew, however, as their post-workout drink. Of course, none of this information is too valuable or game-breaking, but it is kind of a cool Easter egg, and it might be foreshadowing that in the future, Diet Dripple Dew may be a usable item with similar usage to Kabunga Coffee and how the user gains small amounts of energy. These are the only two mentions of Dripple Dew I was able to find. If anyone knows any others, be sure to leave it in the comments. Now, the rest of the NPCs on the beach don't really have too many interesting things to say. However, you go talk to this guy who looks similar to a Digimon character. He says, I want to give surfing a try. I see people on TV surfing with their water-type Loomians, and they look amazing together. None of my Loomians are water-type, though. Maybe I could train Catnut to swim? Now, honestly, first glance, that doesn't seem too cool. However, maybe it's implying that in the future we'll be able to teach surf to our Loomians and be able to travel on top of water. Because at the moment, the only water we can travel through is actually on LOTUSUN Beach itself, as in countable grass, but instead of grass, it's water. So maybe we'll be able to teach surf to our Loomians, because this guy mentions it, that he sees those water-type Loomians being able to surf with their trainers. So maybe in the future we'll be able to learn surf similar to how Pokemon does it, the like Loomian Legacy variant, probably called Surf It as well, so that's pretty cool. There isn't too much on the dock. However, if you go over to this NPC, he does a reference to Athlanthian City. There's an entire population of people living out there under the ocean. I can't decide which is crazier, an underwater city or a flying city. There's a quick reference to Athlanthian City. None of these guys have anything interesting to say. There's a snaggle with a sandwich in its mouth, but if you go behind the dive and dine, in case you haven't already found it, there is a Loomy box. I forgot what's in it, however, free stuff. Inside of the dive and dine, there isn't that much interesting things here, except for Diver Dan's delightfully delicious deep dreads drumsticks, alright, for $10,000. Lando 64000, if you're watching this video, please release the drumsticks as a usable item. I want them. Please, I'm begging you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. The next time I go over the lore of Loomian Legacy, we'll be going over the dog statues, the lore dump that is Athlanthian City, and the delightfully long cutscene explaining the majority of the history of Aredia from the Athlanthian Museum portion of the Athlanthian City update, where we learn about the past and how we are actually fighting an ancient evil. Anyways, again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.